Hello and welcome to Ant Plays. This is episode 4 of the series, where in the last episode we saw 6 different towns all connected by a long passenger and mail network all the way across the map. So they've got their passenger service now, but they're still not going to grow. As you can see here at Mincombe Cross, it still needs food as well in order for that growth to start happening. So, well, we've got lots of food already being created, so we need to link it in. The passenger network's entirely separate to the food network at the moment, so let's think about how we can do that. The food processing plant at the bottom here, that can probably have a nice little extra bit of track linked across in here, and then I'll make the food come all the way up the passenger network to the furthest point at Pesningdore. From there, there's no point sending it all the way back to where it came from. There's another food processing plant much closer by, so we'll link that route there into the food network up at the top here. Then from there it will collect food at this food processing plant, and again we'll go all the way down the track for maximum profit to Great Avonburg. So that track will need another little connection up at the top here to make that work, and then from Great Avonburg it will need another connection to get back into the food network somewhere around here over the river and connecting into this track here. So I've got quite a bit of building to do, so I'm going to pause the video there and I'll see you in a moment once I've finished building it. Right then, the links are all in. You can see this one here on the mini-map, quite straightforward. The one up this end got a little bit more complex, however, where I had the link coming in from Pesningdore. That comes in this way, and then because this farm down here is connecting in, it just made it a little bit more complex to make it work with a minimum number of bridges and tunnels, where this diagonal across here joins into the passenger network. And finally, down at the bottom end, Great Avonburg got connected in with this extra bridge across here, so trains coming out of the station can link back into the food network to head back to the food processing plant. So let's get some trains on the rails. I've built them ready, 4 trains. They've all got shared orders and unbunching instructions, so there's no waiting till full, because I just want these 4 trains to be equally spread around the route that they're following, so that the deliveries of food would just be that little bit more regular. So off they go. Now these first trains will all be running empty because no food's been collected from this station before, so nothing was there and produced. Oh look, the last train just got some food on board as this fruit train arrived. So let's follow this last train around its route to make sure it does it correctly. I'll speed up the game so we can see it happen. We're approaching the first link across, so we're on the passenger network. You can see the trains are heading through the tunnels to go underneath the stations. Another one, and up to Pesningdore. Now we're off to the other food processing plant, where again we'll be running empty pretty much. This train actually got some, there must have been a fruit delivery before it got there. And we're back on the passenger network now, and we'll be going all the way down to the bottom of the map if you remember. Again going under the tunnels of every station along the way. Go and over to Great Avonburg and looping back around. That's all seemed to have worked very nicely. So the food delivery system is now in place for our 6 towns that we've connected along our passenger network, but 3 of those towns are actually in a desert environment, so they won't grow without water. I've taken the liberty of connecting them up to a water supply each. Drintminster and Fort Sedchurch have a water supply a bit further south down here. Nice decent length route. There's a couple of water trains waiting there for a full load. We also had Lod Hatton needing water. That's going to get it from over here to the east. There's a water supply there with trains waiting for full loads. And finally, the other one that needed it was Great Avonburg. So try and keep that having a long distance route. The water supply up here north of Drintminster is going to be providing that. There we go, you can see that train's waiting for full load there. So that's all these towns will need to start growing a bit more. We'll see it happen in some of the future episodes.